and salutations, you guys. Hadrian here. Welcome to a new video. How is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. I'm here today with a handbag rehab. I haven't been back with one of these for a while, for a hot second. So I am trying to bring back that series. But if you want to see more handbag rehabs, handbag repairs, pretty much anything you can use for leather products, I'm going to link the playlist. I have quite a few of those videos, but I wanted to do this one with you guys. I thought this was such a cool bag, and this video is for beginners, people that are kind of scared to dip their toe into the handbag rehab repair pool. And I think this one is pretty easy and one that is not even scary at all. You can't really mess it up, I think, at least. And yeah, so today I have this beautiful bag. This is a Gurkha briefcase laptop bag. It's called the number 34, the Expediter. I don't know if you guys remember the backpack that Princess Mia has in the Princess Diaries. That backpack is actually a Gurkha backpack. And I think they're more known for their canvas bags, but they also do all leather items, and this one is beautiful. This is a briefcase laptop bag, black leather. It is gorgeous. This bag retails for over $1,000 easy. I don't even remember how much it was. It was either between $1,250 to $2,200, something like that. If I find it, I'll put it up. But yeah, it is an amazing bag. It does have some discoloration on the corners. That's just from wear, from age, from not being conditioned. And this is actually a pretty easy fix, especially with a black leather item. So you can use this trick on black leather jackets, boots, handbags, belts, pretty much anything as long as it is a leather product. This won't work on vegan leathers. So just make sure that your product is made of leather. And yeah, so today, we're just going to use 2 products, 3 if you include the microfiber cloth right here. But to work on that discoloration on the corners, we're going to be using this product. Now this is the Kiwi leather dye, and this comes in this really amazing applicator. I love the applicator. It has a little sponge applicator up top. This makes it so super duper easy, but again, this is only for black leather. Also, you can't use this product to dye something that was a different color to black. So you have like a brown bag or a white bag, pink, red. You can't use this dye to dye it black. This is only for if the product is already black. This is kind of like a watered down version of black leather dye. Well, actually it is a watered down version of black leather dye. I don't know why I said it's kind of like it actually is a watered down version of black leather dye. So it's just going to deposit a little bit more color into your item, and it is fantastic. Also, please make sure that when you're buying this product to check to make sure that it says leather dye and not, there's another one called leather polish. Don't get the polish, make sure it's dye. They look exactly the same. The only difference is one says polish, one says dye. Please make sure to get the one that says dye. I will link it down below in the description box for you if you are interested in purchasing, but you can definitely purchase it anywhere. You can get it at Target, Walmart. I think you can also pick it up at like CVS or Walgreens and stuff like that. So just make sure I cannot stress it enough. People have bought the wrong product before and they're like, it's not working. It will work, but it can rub off on your clothes and all that stuff if you use the polish. Just make sure to get the dye because that will stay steadfast, especially when it's something that's going to be touching your clothing and stuff like that. That's why like it's like when it's for shoes, it's okay, but for handbags, jackets and stuff, you want to make sure it's the dye. And no, it will not rub off after it's dry. It's not going to rub off on your clothes. It's not going to rub off on your skin or anything like that. So, but just make sure to get the dye. And then the second product we're going to be using is the Cadillac Boot and Shoe Leather Lotion. I have been talking about both of these products actually for years and years. Ever since I probably started this channel, I've been obsessing over these 2 things. So Cadillac, Kiwi, if you guys are watching, please sponsor me. But the Cadillac leather lotion is my favorite leather conditioner lotion out of like everything. This is the one I always buy. I always use this, and I'm obsessed. So we're going to use this to condition this leather after we dye it and make it look beautiful and shiny. And not only does this condition, it also does like cleanse, polish, and protect. And it's always important to condition your leather products because it makes them less susceptible to color transfer, scratches, water, just a plethora of different things. Just make sure to read the back. This isn't a product that's applicable for all products. That's the same thing with the leather dye. Like you can't use this leather dye on suede or nubuck or anything like that. But just make sure to read the back of the bottles and do a little test spot if you're unsure as well. And with that being said, let's just jump into it. I'm really excited. I've kind of cleaned this off already. Just kind of want to clean it off with like a cloth. And if you wanted, you can use a little bit of like rubbing alcohol or nail polish remover on the corners where you're going to be dyeing the item to make sure that the dye really seeps into it. And yeah, but for this video, we're just going to pretend you don't have any of that, but you can just use this on top of there and it'll be fine. So just going to give it a good shake. And let's move into this little spot right here. You're going to want to like, there's a little thing in here. You can give it a couple like pushes down and then you hear and you feel a little click. And that starts releasing the dye. And look at that. It's like magic, you guys. This stuff is amazing. See how it just covers that? It just seeps in and it is looking like it already looks so good. Like every time I do a rehab on a black leather bag and I use this product, it's always like magic. Like look at how that side looks compared to that one. It's totally amazing. So now we're just gonna do this side right here. And look at how amazing it looks. It literally looks so good. This product actually dries pretty quickly. Like it dries to the touch fairly fast. So you can already touch it and it's not going to transfer. Though you want to wait at least 24 to 48 hours before you actually start using the product to make sure that it's fully dry and that you don't get any color transfer or anything. And then you can just like run this through the rest of the front of the bag as well, just to refresh all the color and get the whole thing looking really good. I like to just go in circles. I think that's the best way to do it to avoid like any streakiness. Though because the product is like a thinner watered down version of like regular dye, it does just like apply really evenly and really nicely with like minimal effort. So you don't really need to do too much to get it to look really good. And again, you can just like push down and it'll release more product. Get into all those nooks and crannies. And then if you want to speed up the drying time, you can always use a heat gun or a hair dryer and just get it fully dry faster. But it does, like I said, it doesn't really take that much time to get it to dry to the touch, and then 24 to 40 hours before I would use it on body, just so that you don't get any color transfer. But after you wait that time, you're not going to experience any color transfer or anything like that. It's only during that preliminary drying time that you need to make sure that it's dry fully and cured before you want to use it. But look at how good that looks already. Like it looks so fantastic. It also does cover up like if there are like light scratches or anything like that on the leather. This product also helps fill that in, and it just looks so good. It's like magic. This stuff, I cannot say better things about it. This will always be in my arsenal of products that I use. For black leather, I always use this, pretty much, unless it's like suede or nubuck, like I said, and it just does such a phenomenal job. And yeah, you pretty much just let this dry, and then we're gonna flip it and do the other side. But let me show you how it looks, like in comparison. Like, look at how that was before, and now it is looking so good. It is crazy. Let me actually scoot this up right here so you guys can see it as well as you can. So do you see that? And that just fills in like magic. Look at that. It's so, so good. I cannot. It's amazing. You want to make sure to just get all the insides too. Like there. And if you miss a spot or whatever, you can always just touch it up again later on. Like, it's such an easy product to work with. I'm telling you guys, this stuff is quite amazing. And like, look, like I'm rubbing it. There's no color transfer at all. It's already dried to the touch. Like I said, it works really, really fast. And now let's flip it over to the back. Like, look at the difference between the front and the back. Like, look at, it's like shiny and beautiful already. The back is more dull and just needs a little bit more TLC. So, like the other side, let me see if can you guys see the bottom better when I flip it over to this way? I think you can, right? Okay. So let's work on it upside down like this. And we'll do this side right here. See that? It's so easy. It's honestly so like satisfying, honestly. It's amazing. So, and we'll do this side. So like I said, this works on shoes, leather belts, any leather product. Make sure to check if you're not like certain. Well, if you do use this on an item that's not leather, like a pleather or something, the dye isn't going to seep into it because it's not actually a porous thing. So then that's how you'll know. So on anything pleather, I would use an acrylic paint, specifically an acrylic leather paint. And I can address that like in a different video, but if you did have a leather piece, an acrylic leather paint would work. And I would use, my favorite brand is Angelus. So Angelus acrylic leather paint is fantastic. And then for projects where you want to dye an item a different color, like say you had a red bag and you want to dye it black, I would use the Angelus leather dye. You wouldn't be able to use this, unfortunately, because like I said, it is a thinner formula. So it's not actually going to dye your item black. It's just kind of discolor it and make it like almost like a darker version of itself, or it's going to look kind of like grayish and muddy. I don't know if you can actually just use this completely to dye something. Like, I've never tried. You would probably need so many layers of this though. So I wouldn't do it just because you just waste product. And it would just take so long. It would actually just behoove you to use a regular dye. So that's my advice. I do have videos where I dye things different colors, so you can check those out as well in the handbag repair playlists. And again, I will link those for you guys to check out. But this is looking like $1 million already. It looks so good.
Ba-ba-da
Okay, now I just let it dry for a second, and now I want to just do the bottom of the bag and get this done. It looks so good. I'm like obsessed. And if you get anything on the hardware, that's totally fine. You just need to wipe it off with a cloth. So like, say you do get some dye on there. It doesn't even stick that well onto there, but literally just wipe it off and you're totally good. So if you get anything on dye, even if you let it dry, you just wipe it off and then it'll be fine. There's that side, and then we will do the back, or the other side right now. And this is such a fast process. If I wasn't filming this, it would already be done. It is super duper easy and fast. That's why this hack is like literally the best. I don't even know if you would call it a hack, but I mean, I feel like people only think of these for shoes and they never really think of it for anything else. So, and it works. It works really, really well. Like, look at how good this bag looks. It looks like $1,000,000. It just looks amazing. Just be careful not to get it on the fabric, because that won't be good. And then you can also do up the straps. The straps don't actually have too much discoloration on them, so they're actually pretty good. I don't even think I really need to touch it up at all. Yeah, I feel like the strap doesn't really need anything. I think the strap looks pretty good. And this underside, I almost pushed it down on there. You don't do this. This is actually like a nubuck or a suede or something. So you would want to use a different product on this. You need a suede dye or a suede leather cleaner or whatever on here. So I would just leave that and not do the bottom part. But the rest of it is pretty much done already, you guys. This bag is already looking gorgeous. And then I'm actually going to hit it with a what is it called? I'm going to hit it with a heat gun really quickly just to make sure it's like all dry. And then after that, we're just going to condition it and then we'll be done. So I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So now we're just going to use our leather lotion. I love this stuff so much. I always just give it a good shake. And then you can just put it on. Don't mind my cloth. It just has a lot of stains on it. But you can put some on there like that, or you can just put some on the bag already. And we'll go to town. Just like that. And this is going to add so much needed moisture to this bag. And it's going to look even better if that's even possible, because it looks so good already. And you can just keep adding more leather lotion until it's not like absorbing it anymore. And then after that, you can just like wipe it off. But this leather, I feel like a lot of the leather on this bag is pretty dry. So it's really eating up that leather lotion. So that's good though, because you're adding that moisture back in. It's much needed. And That's what happens a lot of times to bags. Sometimes all they need is a little leather lotion, and that color and vitality to the color of the leather will come back. So sometimes I actually have a video about that with just using leather lotion and how much you can actually do with just leather lotion. Because sometimes things are just really, really dry, like for leather, and a little leather lotion can go a long way. You can even use leather lotion on things like Louis Vuitton canvas, because that canvas, believe it or not, also needs moisture, and that's why it can start cracking and all that stuff, especially if you live in a drier climate or area like I do in Southern California. It's pretty dry here, so you'd want to do that to your bags. So even if your bag is just sitting in storage or something, you still want to take it out periodically and condition it. And there's lots of different conditioners out there. My favorite is this one, though I do like there's a lot of different conditioners that I like, but this one I think is my favorite. I don't know why. It just works so well, and I think it just really brings that moisture and just like vibrancy back to the leather of your bag. And I don't know, I love it. It just is so good. Though there are a lot of good ones out there that I've tried in the past. And some leather lotions or conditioners don't work as well for every type of leather. I feel like this one works the best for a multitude of different leathers. Though there are other conditioners that will work better on certain leathers, even better than this one. So you just gotta pick and choose and like experiment or research. But I feel like this one works the best on the most different types of leather. But like I said, some conditioners work better on other leathers. So you can try different ones, you know? There also is a conditioner by Kiwi, by the brand of this, the dye that I used, which is actually pretty good too. It's actually pretty nice. Angelus also makes some good lotions. But like I said, for some reason, this one is near and dear to my heart. And I find that with all the different bags and types of leathers that I have conditioned and cleaned through the years, this one has just been my tried and true. It just has worked worked the best on, I can't even talk anymore, on the most types of different leathers. So it's my favorite. Though I have tried very many different lotions. I've tried like leather CPR. I've tried the leather honey. I've tried the conditioners from different brands. Like Coach has a conditioner cleaner. Michael Kors has one. I've tried those. But this one is near and dear to my heart. I hear that there's like an Apple Care is also really good. The apple leather lotion, leather balsam, and there's so many. But like, look at that. Like, I don't know how long the video is. I don't feel like I've been filming for very long or even working on this for very long, and it already looks so good. And yeah, once you condition it, you can use the dry part of the microfiber cloth, and then you can just buff it like this, and it makes it like brings back or brings in even more shine. You can even use a horsehair brush and then buff that as well and get that shine and luster. But look how good that looks. It looks so amazing. I'm like completely obsessed with these two products. These are my two favorites, like I said, my tried and true. If you were gonna ask me like what are like my two favorite products for handbag repairs and stuff like that, it would be these two. I know this one is kind of only for black leather, but this is the best. And if you have a black leather bag or shoes or anything, this is going to be such a game changer for you when you want to just bring some color back into your piece. But that's it. We are done. That is going to be the end of the video. Look at that. It looks beautiful, and all we did was use these two products. So again, I will link them down below in the description box. I have them on my Amazon storefront. And I also have a list of all of my favorite products in my Amazon storefront, as well as far as cleaning and repairing handbags and but pretty much everything. Like, I have lists for all my favorite Amazon things, like in the kitchen, for the home, but specifically for the handbag repair and rehab. But thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. I promise I will try to make more of these rehab videos very soon. So if you could do me the honor of giving the video a thumbs up, that does help the channel immensely. Let me know that you guys do want to see more of these handbag rehab videos. And also leave some questions down below in the comments of things that you want to see. And if I can answer you, I will. But yeah, let me know what kind of handbag rehabs you guys would be interested in seeing, and hopefully I'll be able to make one of those for you in the future, or I can direct you to a video that I've already made. So also check out that playlist. I have videos every single day that go up Monday through Friday. Live sales are at 10 p.m. Pacific time. I have also started listing again on Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari. All the links are going to be down below in the description box. And that is the end of today's video. I love you guys all immensely, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys!